Win, lose, draw.
So my number 9, I've gone for Chelsea.
Nice.
So obviously Chelsea and a couple of clubs in here don't quite have the history as some of these older big clubs like to talk about when they talk about who's the biggest. But they got loads of money. They've won a fair amount of domestic trophies in the last 15 years. Well, 20 years basically.
Yeah.
I think they've got to be in with a shout of up there with the big boys. Like, even if they have like off seasons, but Man U have had about 7 of them. Yeah, I think for Chelsea, like they've won a Champions League. All right, just the one, but then they've won multiple Premier Leagues in this time. Was it 4 or 5?
In the last how many years?
Even since the first.
Oh, yeah. So looking at 1, 2, 3, 5.
5, yeah. 5 Premier Leagues in the last roughly like 17 years.
No.
Multiple League Cups, FA Cups.
Yeah, League Cups, FA Cups,
Europa League, not too like recently as well.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
And then like they've got shitloads of money.
Yeah. Well, good segue onto my number 8, which is Chelsea.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I mean, you said pretty much everything that's you said. Like, I think obviously being a Chelsea fan, I had to put them in there. I think number 8 is a bit fairly quick. They're not one of the top 5, but they're definitely top 10 for me. They were, winning club. I think obviously since Roman Abramovich came in, that's when titles and cups things come in with the money. I think it goes hand in hand. But I think the reason why we've stayed that successful is how sort of ruthless he is. When there's any sort of downturn, as you saw this season with Lampard, they're out. And I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yeah.
With Roman Abramovich in charge, he's
it's just completely ruthless.
And he let it slip. You're out, basically.
Throws money at it as well, which
he's got it. He's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
One of the richest men in the world. Yeah, like
sometimes you have off seasons now and then when things don't work.
Yeah,
it just doesn't matter. Just get rid of them. Spend some money. Someone else will work.
Exactly. So, yeah, hopefully for us, I mean, obviously everyone talked about this season being the season where the big players like Werner, Havertz, Ziyech sort of are going to be needed to have a bit of patience with them, a bit of time for them to sort of gel into the squad. And I think based on all of the circumstances, it's probably fair to say they have underperformed so far, but then you also do have to be that bit patient with them. So I'm thinking next season we've really got to be up there with City pushing the title, I think. Hopefully.
Yeah,
new manager as well.
Do you think under Tuchel, obviously pushing for, you'd like to be pushing for titles again?
He's a ridiculously serial winner. So I heard a stat. So obviously in our 0-0 against Leeds, absolutely boring game to watch. But they said that Tuchel lost 2 league matches in the last 44. So that's based on Chelsea and PSG.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose. Very, very rare. So hopefully, from having a whole season with him from next season, we should be definitely up there.
Yeah. Do you think that under Tuchel, being up there again, and even if you could, obviously Man City is so hard to push off, really, and obviously Liverpool might come back. Yeah. There's so many different. But do you think Chelsea could ever get in that extra, top 5 big club, extra echelon? Do you think that time's? Do you think that time might have gone? Because the glory days of
Drogba and Lampard and Harry, check. I don't think it's unachievable. I think I'd be a bit naive in saying that it's going to happen this season, next season. It's probably not, but there's no reason as to why we couldn't be up there in the next 2 or 3 years if everything goes well for us. Win the league, maybe even win Champions League. And then they've got to be then back in that conversation. And so I don't know. It's a weird thing. You don't really think about that as a fan. It's you obviously think about domestically and in Europe. You never think, are we bigger than another club?
Yeah. And I think it's interesting because it's like Liverpool, who I assume we've probably both got.
Yeah.
Will 5 years ago, I don't think they would have been in the top 10 of this list.
Yeah, because of how long it'd been.
It's the continuous success. All it needs is one manager to fit, like with Chelsea, all right, Abramovich, but Mourinho. And then suddenly Chelsea were like, oh, they're one of the big
People are talking
boys.
about in one of the
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, things can happen quickly in football, definitely. Like in basically like 2 years, 2-3 years.
And I think Klopp did that. Well, Klopp's done it twice, basically. He got Dortmund probably wouldn't be in your list if it wasn't for him.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then
won them the Bundesliga and Cup. So.
Kind of turned it around for them, yeah. But obviously they've done well to keep that success going.